Okay, today we are tackling a question that often looms pretty large in the minds of people moving to a new area, a new city, a new state, a new neighborhood. And that question has to do with how safe is that area to live in. In today's video, we are talking about the metro of Des Moines, central Iowa. And we are just going to be tackling, is Des Moines actually a safe place to live? If you have ever asked your real estate agent about the safety of a community and gotten an indirect, unclear answer,
no matter where or who you are with or where you are going.
There's a reason why in the 60s there was a lot of discrimination going on in the housing industry, in which housing professionals like real estate agents, leasing professionals would give misleading or just flat out incorrect or sometimes even correct information about the safety of certain neighborhoods or areas within their community in an attempt to steer specific races, people of religious beliefs, people of certain sexes into neighborhoods and keep them out of others. It's pretty messed up. So in 1968, Congress enacted the Fair Housing Act, and a lot of very strict rules were put into place regarding what housing professionals, such as real estate agents like myself, could say and could not say about safety around specific areas in the community. There's lots and lots of strict rules about this, and that's why you've probably been frustrated with your real estate agent before for not being able to speak more candidly about their opinions on safety in a neighborhood you're interested in, especially if you're moving from out of state or out of the area. I completely understand. I've had plenty of clients say, "Oh, come on, Matt, we won't tell on you. Just tell us if you think a neighborhood is safe." Well, again, regardless of if I wanted to risk my career and say something about that or not, safety is very subjective. What one person or family views as being safe could be entirely different from what another person or another family views as being safe. Even if your realtor has no intentions of bias or discrimination when voicing their opinions on safety or even just stating facts about safety, intentions don't matter much when bias and discrimination are at play. There are people who are employed by the Department of Housing and Urban Development whose job it is to go undercover as a potential homebuyer, someone interested in leasing an apartment, and reach out to real estate agents or leasing offices and come up with backstories for themselves and ask questions with answers that would violate fair housing. And then the point is to catch people in the act and give them hefty fines. Sounds honestly like a pretty cool job. I'm glad it exists because it does do a lot to prevent this from continuing. And there still is a lot of this that goes on today, unfortunately. So I'm a real estate agent, and unfortunately that means that I can't answer this question that I'm asked all the time of, are there certain areas in Des Moines that are safer than others? I can give you just an indication of, is Des Moines safe? Well, I feel safe living here. A quick Google search will tell you that Des Moines is regarded as a very safe community to live in the whole Des Moines metro, including the city of Des Moines proper and all the suburbs and communities surrounding it. But I am unable to even pull up on my screen right now and go to different crime statistics websites and walk you through neighborhoods and cities in the area that are regarded by whoever makes these websites as being more or less safe than others. I can give you some tips though on where to go for accurate information and what to look into if you are considering moving to Des Moines and safety is a big concern that you have. So if you're moving to an area like Des Moines and you are trying to figure out if it is safe and you have a real estate agent who knows what they're doing and can't answer that question for you, you might be tempted to turn to Google and just type in, is Des Moines safe to live in? Is West Des Moines, is Johnston, is Beaverdale, different communities within our area safe to live? And you're gonna get a wide variety of answers, often from third-party websites with crime maps that say they source it from local police stations, from the FBI, stuff like that. And they're not always the most accurate. So what I advise clients to do is a couple things. First of all, consider that there's a lot more to safety than just crime data and statistics. So if you're considering an area, ask yourself and your real estate agent things like, does the area have good lighting at night? Are there adequate sidewalks and biking lanes in the community? Is there a fire station nearby? Are there fire hydrants near the houses? Is there quick access to medical care? Is the area well taken care of? Those questions are going to do a lot more, in my opinion, to give you insights onto the safety of a community than a third-party website where you don't really know if the data is trustworthy or not. Another piece of advice I have for people, which might sound silly, or unfortunately it's a little bit more work on your behalf, but it would be to reach out to the local police stations of an area you're interested in, or even the county sheriff's office, and ask them questions. And don't just ask questions, for example, like, oh, is the East Village safe? Ask questions like, does this area have more reported crime than the rest of the metro? Have there been any burglaries reported in the last 6 months? Have there been any violent crimes reported in the last 6 months? Those questions are going to give you a very accurate and very good indication on the safety of a community, much better than you can find online. One online resource you can definitely go to and check out would be the National Sex Offender Registry. There's very accurate information on there that is important to a lot of people when they're moving to a new area. And one of the things I really like about Des Moines that to me speaks volumes about the safety here are all the community initiatives going on to improve the safety and well-being of our community over the coming years. There are multiple, I'll just name off a few. The Vision Zero Action Plan is aimed at reducing the number of traffic-related injuries and deaths to zero by 2040. It's an ambitious goal, but if a goal is not ambitious, then it's probably not a good enough goal. We have Safety City, which is that's pretty fun. It's a recreated city. It's a program for 4 to 5-year-olds, completely free, that teaches children about best safety practices, things from 911 to water safety to fire safety, pedestrian safety, poison safety, and a lot more. Our government also significantly funds safety programs in public and private schools all throughout the state. All right, and that is where I am wrapping up for today. It means the world to me when people see these videos and reach out with questions about what I talked about, or if they're considering a move to the Des Moines Metro. The spring market is starting to pick up, but I'm never too busy for a phone call, never too busy for my clients. I get calls all the time from people moving to central Iowa, and I absolutely love it. So if there is anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number will be on the screen and in the description below. I have plenty of other videos just like this on my channel and coming out every week. So I will see you guys in the next one.